For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tonya. I am a certified health and life coach, and I teach women how to lose weight in a way that they can live without dieting. Okay, all right, so today we're going to talk about how can I help you. All right, so of course, I'm a weight loss coach. So we're just going to talk about that aspect of what I do. So what I can do for you, because that's what you really want. We're on here to get tips, to get ideas, and to just get answers to how you can better your health. So that's what I'm gonna basically break down today. What I do. So what I help women do is, for one, is to eat the foods that, because this is, and look, I can only help you. I can only take my clients as far as I have been. So this is what I was looking for. Well, I wasn't really looking for anything when I found my coach, honestly, because I was done with dieting. Anybody ever experienced that? You just done with it, you know? Well, that's where I was in 2019. I was absolutely done with dieting. I had accepted my weight. I was, at least 175. And I had accepted that. And my self-esteem and everything was fine. So I didn't want another diet when I found my coach. Anyway, but if I were to do something else, I knew it had to be something that made sense. It had to be something where I could eat the foods I love. So that's what I do. I help my clients learn that they can be healthy and they can lose weight eating the foods they love. I knew I didn't want to work out to do it because I had joined the gym how many times? Off and on, wasting money. So I didn't want to rely on that. So I help my clients learn to work out because they want to and not because they feel like they're obligated to. There is a difference. There is a difference. One feels like it's pressure and one does not. So I help my clients get past that forcing themselves to go to the gym. I help them to develop a healthy relationship with the scale. Y'all, let me tell you how bad my relationship with the scale was. I can remember, my doctor is Dr. Donahoe. Woo woo, best doctor, best gynecologist in Anderson. Yes, he is. So anyway, if I knew that I would only go for my physical once a year. But if I knew that I had been doing bad around the time my appointment, I didn't want to get on the scale. So I would cancel my appointment. Am I the only one that used to do that? Terrible. Didn't want to go to nobody's doctor and get on nobody's scale. So, yeah, that was me. And so I help my clients develop a better relationship, a healthier relationship with the scale. And basically just lose weight without dieting. Dieting, y'all. The word diet means way of living. But the diet industry, when you think of the word diet, the first thing you think of is like some kind of meal plan or some kind of program that is going to tell you what to eat, what not to eat. That's what most people think of. They don't think of the word, at least I didn't anyway. I didn't think, that the word diet meant way of eating. I just didn't. So can anybody else relate to any of those mindsets, And then, so anyway, let me fast forward back to me finding my coach online. No, before I found my coach, I was diagnosed in between 2004 and 6, somewhere around in there. It was early 2000s. I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism, okay? And so from early 2000s to 2019, that was my excuse. That was one of them. I had plenty, but that was one of my excuses. So for all of you out there with an underactive thyroid, because hypo means under, hyper means over. And I think when you have an overactive thyroid, I think you lose weight. But I had a I had hypothyroidism. Well, I currently have. And so, so my mind, in searching for excuses, was like, well, it's pretty much a losing battle because I have an underactive thyroid. And even though I'm on this medication, I can't get the weight off and keep it off. I can get it off, but I can't get it off and keep it off. Can y'all relate to that? Anybody out there with hypothyroidism, type me in the comments if you don't mind being transparent. Because that was me, y'all. For 20 years, for at least almost 20 years, I'm sitting here with that excuse. That was my reason. I'm like, it's a losing battle. I'm fighting a losing battle. Even though I didn't want the weight and I didn't want and it wasn't even the weight, because like I say, my self-esteem was fine. It was just the issues that come along with the weight. So when I found my coach, I was like, well, you know what? What she says really makes sense. It really seems easy. It's simple. But the main thing I don't want is to have, is to be unhealthy. I was at a point then where I didn't want diabetes. I didn't want to have clogged arteries and end up like my daddy having a stroke. I just didn't want to be unhealthy. But the symptoms that I was currently at the time experiencing was back pain. I was working at the post office, so I was standing up on my feet all day. So my back was hurting. My feet were literally killing me. I mean, just body just breaking down slowly. My body was breaking down. And I was like, well, what she says makes sense. So I'm going to try this. And I'm going to try it and see if my body can feel better. Of course, I wanted to lose weight too, but I was at the point where, like I said, I was done, you know. So anyway, back to the hypothyroidism. So anyway, 2020, November 2020, I had passed out. No, not today. Okay, perfect. Let me know when. I had passed out due to stress of my daddy's death. And come to find out, they did some more tests on me and everything. Come to find out, they sent me to a thyroid specialist. So they diagnosed me with, how you say it, y'all? Hashimoto's, something like that. And I'm like, I already have hypothyroidism. What in the world is that? Y'all, what that is the thyroid gland is gradually destroyed. Okay? So I wanted to share that to all of my people out there who has an underactive thyroid, who has Hashimoto's, whatever, however you say it. Hashimoto's. I think that's how you say it. You can too lose weight, okay? I have lost this weight. I have kept this weight off almost 2 years now. I'm coming up on 2 years, and it's the easiest. I mean, yes, I've had some challenging days, but not because of what I did to lose weight. It's because of like my old self, my old diet mentality wanting to take over, you know, which is normal. Normal behavior for someone that's trying to change your life. But I now have the tools to shift that thinking. But yeah, anyway, so technically my thyroid gland is slowly declining, which is not, because she is reducing my medicine every time I go, because I am a metaphysician and so are you, and our bodies will heal itself. Okay? So anyway, and I'm taking sea moss. Shout out to Monica and Veronica. If you want some sea moss, if you want the Cadillac of sea moss, go to My Lux Organics. If you're from Anderson, if you're around here locally. But anyway, so yeah, so that's my story. I had so many excuses, y'all. So I needed something that made sense to me. And it made sense to me that I can eat what I want and still lose weight. It made sense to me that you don't have to kill yourself at the gym. You don't even have to work out, and you can still lose weight. That made so much sense to me. And then the inner chatter, that inner critic, that inner self-talk, that, you know, like self-loathing, that, y'all, it's almost, even though it's only been 2 years, I am pretty much, I don't have a lot of negative self-talk, you know, about myself. I do still have some. Whoa. Don't get me wrong, but I do still have some. But I'm a long way from where I was. Okay. So V said that she takes sea moss daily. What are you taking it for? What have you noticed? What are your benefits? The benefits of you taking it, V. Mine is it's reducing my it's helping me reduce my thyroid medicine. And she said that's the best part. Yeah, the best part is you get to be you. It's a program. My program allows you to be you, and it helps you. Your energy's better. Oh, awesome! That is awesome. I like the pineapple. Some people like elderberry, but I like the pineapple infused. But your I lost my train of thought, y'all. Y'all know I do that, don't I? I lose my train of thought. But you will evolve into a healthier person. So that is what I help people do. I help my clients evolve into a healthier person. I help them, yes, pineapple. Yeah. I help them shift their thinking. Because when you shift your thinking, when you change your mind, your body truly will follow. It truly will. We are creating our own experiences in life with our thoughts. I don't know if any of you saw my segment on thoughts, but the thoughts are everything, y'all. And so until we can change our thoughts, then we're going to stay in that loop, that diet mentality loop. So that's what I teach my clients. I have never done this before, but I got this book today. It says Think Differently, Live Differently. And it's by Bob Hamp. It's by Bob Hamp. Y'all, when I tell you, if you want to know the keys to a life of freedom, think differently, live differently. Pretty much what I just said about your thoughts. If you have any testimonials, I would love for you to drop them in the comments. Like if you tried any of my tips I've been going live every Thursday since November. So hopefully you're not just watching because you don't need more information. That's not going to change you. It's not going to transform you. Information will not. So besides Sheikah, besides Mama, if anybody has implemented anything that I have talked about or discussed since November, please share it. Please share it. And see, I understand if you don't want to share it, because guess what? That's part of diet mentality. I don't want anybody knowing that I'm trying something else, because what if I fail? That's diet mentality. I'm always inspired by you. You make sure I watch you and your review. Oh, I am so proud of you, V. Yes. Now, if this was a session, I would ask, what is so much better for you? What is something that you're doing that's much better than you were previously? I'm sure that everybody would love to know. Honestly, I have been afraid to watch you because I'm afraid of change. You know me. Sandra, everybody is afraid of change. Everybody's afraid of something. I feel that I'm a healthy eater. I'm not struggling with that anymore. Yes, V. Yes. But Sandra, we all have fears, even celebrities. But I did do a video on the 5 core fears that we all face. And that one is a biggie, fear of change. And it doesn't matter if it's your health, if it's your job, if it's churches. Like if you get ready to go find a new church. It doesn't matter. But guess what, Sandra? And guess what, everybody? Fear is not real. It just seems like it's real. It feels so real, but it's not. It's your thoughts. It's back to your thoughts. And thoughts are not real unless you say they are. We are in control of our thoughts. So if we say it's real, then it's real. It's real to you. And that's what matters. It's real. Hey, Christy, I didn't even know you were on here until I saw you Hey, until I saw you, you know, your little bubble came up. I tell you what, y'all. I appreciate every single person who watch my shows, whether it's live or replay. But when I tell you somebody that's supportive, Christy White, she will watch my replay, my show live or replay, and she'll watch my podcast. It's a 1-minute podcast that I publish every Monday just to inspire everybody. Because y'all, you know, what better thing to do than to leave a positive imprint on life? You know, I wrote a poem one time, God just downloaded in my spirit, that when I leave here, I want people to say at my homegoing service everything that I did to inspire them and all the things that, you know, how I made a difference in their life. Because we're supposed to illuminate just like the sun, just like the moon, just like God. That's what we're supposed to do. And Christy White does that. Yeah. But I appreciate all of you. I do. Oh, if I could hug her. I thank y'all. I really do. Because I just want to help somebody. I just want to serve. This is my service. And as far as my program, the reason why, you know, because somebody might be thinking and just don't want to ask, well, why you got to charge people to coach them then? It's because, y'all, we don't value what's free. A lot of time we don't. We just don't. Our brains are given to us at birth, and a lot of us do not value it. It's free. It's a gold mine, but a lot of us don't value it. Me included. I went my whole high school life, my whole school career not valuing my brain. So when you invest in yourself, you get a return on your investment. So that's why my program is not free. It is not free. So if you have any questions, if not, then I'm going to read this and then I'm going to end it. All right, so for those of you who just joined, this book is by Bob Hamp, Think Differently, Live Differently. And so I'm going to read two things out of here, two passages, I was going to say scriptures, two inserts from his book. All right, and I want y'all to see if you can relate, because I could. I honestly got emotional. He already possessed, just a synopsis of what's this about. It's about this, it's an analogy about an acrobat, husband and wife, who lost their child when it was a baby. Like, lost, fell off the wagon, lost, and another family raised it, okay? So, that child, his innate DNA was to be an acrobat, but he was raised by farmers, okay? So anyway, he already possessed the genetic blueprint for every innate drive and ability carried by his two parents. Y'all, that is us. We already possess a genetic blueprint for every innate drive, every natural drive, and for every innate ability. We already possess that. So really the answer is within you. The answer was within me all along. We possess that because it comes from our parent. It comes from God, okay? And then this is the second one. And this is for each of you. So when he found his biological parents, he had to choose between the familiar reality that his mind knew and the unknown truth that resonated in his heart. So y'all, we get to choose. Do we stay with the familiar even though it's not giving us the results we want? Or do we go with our gut? Because deep down, I just didn't know what. Deep down, I knew there had to be another way. But I just didn't know what. I didn't have a light. Nobody was shining their light. And if they were, I was oblivious to it. So I decided to take a chance, go out in the unknown, and trust my coach. Because that is where the truth was. That is where the truth is that resonated with my soul. So y'all, I had never had a coach. I still get nervous. I had an appointment today with a business coach, and I still get nervous. I'm a coach, but I get nervous when I talk to other coaches. When I'm being coached, I get nervous. So I understand, Sandra. I understand the fear. You don't know what to expect. But a coach's job is to make you feel so comfortable. A coach's job is to make you feel safe, and so you can be vulnerable, so you can be transparent, so you can be open, so that we can help you, so that we can guide you. That is what I'm talking about. I know the unknown is my, yes, my butt is so straight. Yes, Sandra, it's just your thoughts. So every time you have a thought, like, I know the unknown is my destination, but I'm afraid, then you gotta, the thought that you want to remember, let that be your last thought. Don't let that but thought win. So you always put another what you want on that. So when you say, I know the unknown is my destination, but I'm so afraid, then you got to come back and say, but the unknown is my destination. You want to always end your statements with something positive, with the result that you want. That's what you want to speak into the universe, because that is what you're going to get. You're going to get that last thought. So you putting out there what you want, remember? So you keep saying, yeah, I'm afraid, but the unknown is my destination. And then eventually, your brain will believe, hey, the unknown is my destination, because that's the last thing it heard. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? What you say is so important. It's okay that you are afraid. It's great that you acknowledge that, because if you don't acknowledge it, it's going to surface one day. So that's great. But you get to have the last say so. The life you want. You get to create it with your thoughts and with your words, if that makes sense. All right, so do we have any more questions? Any more comments? I just hope it helped. I hope it helps, y'all. I have been where you are. I have been sick and tired of being overweight, of being unhealthy, and not knowing where in the world to go because I was tired of diets. I've been there, y'all. And I want everybody to live a life that's free. Because guess what? When you get this down pat, when you learn to free your body, then you can free your finances using the same tools. You can free your relationships. You can have better relationships. And I mean with everybody. Using the same tools. You can have a better relationship with God or whatever you call him. Using the same tools. You can have a better career. Your life will explode. The possibilities will unfold for you. Trust me. Once you embrace what else is out there. Yeah. All right, so I think I'm done. Nobody wants to be coached. I did have some testimonials, so I thank y'all for that. And remember, I will go back and read the comments. If you have any questions and I need to get to them later, that's fine. I'll go back and check them. So like and share this video, because if it's helping you, it will help someone else. You know? It will help someone else. Yeah. So take one thing I said today and apply it, y'all. Apply it. Okay? So y'all, the answers to your problems are never in the refrigerator. And you can take the refrigerator out and say cigarette, drug, alcohol. You can say whatever. But my thing that God gave me was the answer to my problems, to your problems, are never in the refrigerator. So shut the refrigerator and open your mind, because you are the answer. You are the answer. All right. You're welcome, Christy. Thank y'all for watching.